Welcome, everyone. It is Monday, which means it's time for the Troubleshooters. That's right, we're actually playing the Troubleshooters tonight. Now, we are down one person. However, the show must go on. And with that in mind, let's get a little recap. But first, thank you to D&D Beyond for the use of all of your wonderful tools. Don't forget, this Tuesday, Fizzband's Horde of Dragons releases. The alt cover looks amazing. Hello, Raymond. It's good to see you. It has been a long time, my friend. You have missed like so many episodes. So real quick, want to thank D&D Beyond for the use of their tools. Awesome stuff. If you haven't used it, again, like I said, Fizzband's Horde of Dragons drops this week. As a matter of fact, mañana, tomorrow. Pick it up. The alt cover looks amazing. It's great artwork. Let's see what else. We want to thank Hardy Brew Dice for them. Go check them out. Their dice look amazing. Give them a shout out if you would, please. They're really great work. Also, Timekeeper Dice, which we don't have a link for them yet, but we are working on that. Timekeeper Dice I met those guys. They're local here to the Huntsville area. Fantastic dice. You can find them on Facebook if you look up Timekeeper Dice. We will try to get something that we can show you guys from them. Because we went perusing all of their dice last week or sometime like that, and it was like amazing. It was just good looking stuff. So thank you so much for that. To those guys, Seth actually came by and played Humblewood with me last weekend. Not last weekend, the weekend before at the free RPG day, and we had a lot of fun and hooked up. He had some of his dice out there to see, and they were just, like I said, they're just fabulous looking. I got all of the free RPG books. It might be time to do another giveaway. We're going to talk about that. I've got so many keys for games that I've got just sitting here that I'm like, I should be giving these away. How many, you ask? So many. I've been with Humble Bundle for years now. I've grandfathered into the monthly thing. That's how long I've been with them. And I cannot play all of these games. We will have to fix that. So next week, you heard it here, and we will make you heard it her. You heard it here, and we will make sure to do a giveaway next week here in the chat. All you have to do is be here, watch the show, and enjoy it. Next week, giveaway guaranteed. These guys will not let me forget. The three guys and gals that are with me today, the three folks, FOLX, are not going to let me forget. Next week, giveaway. Trust me, Otter exists. Otter will not let me forget. If nobody else will not let me forget, Otter alone will make sure that I don't forget.
Clarification. Monday?
Monday. I like that you clarified. Now, if the other DMs want to do a giveaway, that's fine. Just get with me and I'll give you guys the keys. But they'll have to let me know ahead of time. Give me a heads up, me a warning. Huge thanks to Raymond who dropped in and subscribed. We've missed you, buddy. We know it's been a bit, so let's do a little catch up. So, last week we played Card Hunter RPG. Card Hunter, is it called Card Hunter RPG? It's called Card Hunters, I know for sure. That was a lot of fun. I mean, it was so easy to play and get into, and yet at the same time, there's some complication behind it. And if I'm not mistaken, it's still free on Steam. So, yep, I'm giving a thumbs up. So it's free on Steam. It's a lot of fun. It's got 3-player multiplayer on it. Always free. That's right, because they do the subscription with the pizza thing. Go check it out. Great artwork, great throwback or recalls to Gary Gygax. As a matter of fact, the guy that you're playing the game with, his name is Gary, and he's got a gatekeeping older rules lawyer brother named Melvin. The whole thing is just very well done. So go check that out. Card Hunters is the name of it. Prior to that, the crew landed back in Liverpool. When they arrived in Liverpool, they saw that the Directorate had expanded its hold in things and had the local constabulary, the Bobby and the police, wearing their bands, some of them supporting wands as arcane foci. We saw that they met with a fella named Darvin. Darvin McCreary. Darvin, they went back to the pub where Darvin is at. Colm, noticing that the directorate had a large presence there in Liverpool, decided he needed to go check on some folks. He left them with one half of the sending stones that they had. There's where things got a little dicey. When they tried to reach out to Colm, they come to find out that Colm has been taken by their nemesis, Peter Dietrich. No longer under the disguise, or at least he didn't respond to the disguise of Christoph Anders. It looks like Peter Dietrich has come full circle and has made himself known, has taken over power, or at least commands some sort of power. They found a front thanks to the help of their new friend Darvin, and when they found out that Colm had been taken, they went back to Darvin once more, asking questions as Gratzt, their ally, said, "Hey, there's something fishy. That guy's a Fae." Sure enough, they go back to Darvin. Darvin says, "I'm willing to help you out, but you're going to help me first. Find my heart, and I'll lend you aid." So they went traipsing all over Liverpool, answering questions that the DM thought were pretty easy, but realized that he made them a little too difficult or obscure. And it was like Bible trivia. Anyway, so they eventually found the heart, a cross that had gold veins running in it. Every last coin was accounted for as the leprechaun revealed himself to be what he was. Darvin McCreary was indeed a Fae. They finally found where Colm was being held by using a locate object, the sending stone being the object that they were trying to locate. As they traipsed off once more with Darvin's help promised to them, they go into the sewer and find a return and a maintenance tunnel. The maintenance tunnel had a room built into it, so it's like you're walking along the tunnel and then boom, there's just a room there and then hallway. There they find their friend. Only things are not as they seem. A quick detect good and evil revealed him to be undead. With the rouge dropped, they can see that they stand in front of a skeletal figure with skin stretched across parts of its body. Peter Dietrich, at least as it says its name, has appeared. And this is where we begin tonight's episode of The Troubleshooters. Right. We're going to dive right in.
Yeah.
With a roll for initiative.
My favorite.
To give you the layout, the room is 40 feet long by 30 feet wide. There is a hallway behind you that's 10 feet deep. The hallway at the far end goes for about 20 feet before turning a corner. So you've got, again, 40 feet by 30 feet. All right. And you are standing right at the entrance. You're kind of all spread out at the first entrance, but are, within shoulder to shoulder distance, so 5 feet with each other. The creature that you're fighting, the Peter Dietrich creature, the Peter creature.
Peter.
I'm going to quit saying the word Peter. Is 10 feet away from you as we begin this combat with his back to the wall. The back of the wall is, let's see, he's 10 feet from you guys. You guys are there, so that's 10. He is about 20. No, he's about 15 feet from the wall. as it stands. Let's see. Yeah, 5 feet at the wall. 10 in would put him at 20 feet. So he's got 10 feet to the wall. Excuse me. Doing math is fun. All right. With that being said, hey, I still have the dice roller on my phone. I do, because I keep forgetting to bring my dice back in here. As you guys, go ahead.
With a +8 to my initiative, I have a 9.
Here, I've got one that's kind of close up. The +8 for my initiative, I have 14.
Okay, so we've got Emrys with a 14.
Yep.
And we have Moonin with a 9.
Yep.
What does Gej have?
With a +2 to my initiative, I have a 15.
We're doing great. We're saving the big one.
I'm blowing him. I'm blowing him first.
You guys, I love you both. I love you all. It's so much fun. Okay. Everything good? Okay. If you guys will notice, there's a little change of scenery there to Otter, as he is across, not across the continent completely, but he's
I am very far
east,
from
further
where
west.
you saw me last.
Yes, very far away from where you saw him last. And thanks to Q for picking up the slack as far as like running all the cameras and the OBS while
It's been a hot minute, so I see that I'm coming in quiet. I will try turning up my mic to see if that helps.
Okay.
Because I think that's usually what the issue is, unfortunately. I'll bring my mic closer. Whisper in all of y'all's ears. It's fine.
All right. Just ASMR me right in the ear.
Yeah.
So we want to thank Q for taking up that while Otter is taking care of things out west. All right. With that being said, first up, Gej.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, 3rd level spell. They flit around me. Like, summon 3 of them. They flit 15 feet around me for the duration. They're gonna show up as celestial wolves.
Okay.
If he is in my range for the first time, hold on.
He is within 10 feet of you guys, so.
Okay. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. That's going to be a 15.
I'm trying to remember how to cleric.
Proficiency is 8 plus proficiency, which at this level is still a 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 plus 3 is 11 plus your wisdom modifier.
4, so 15. Meets it, beats it.
Yep. So. Oh, we just got word that our other player is on the way.
Oh man.
Okay. So does he take half damage or anything?
Yeah, he takes half damage. I had to get back to the spell. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not very good at clericing right now.
All right. So let me know how much damage that is.
5 radiant damage, if that matters.
All right.
As the wolves tear at his feet.
That does matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off there. I mean, it's damage. Okay. And next up is Emrys. As you watch these spiritual wolves snarl and bite at the feet of this creature standing there.
think we should leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my bad. I see a baby.
What?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
A baby in a crib, just chilling in the corner.
Just in the corner.
Just in the corner chilling, you know.
It's Rosemary's.
Not Rosemary's Baby. Oh no. Is that a legit statement from Gej that we should leave?
Yeah, because it's Peter. I'm sorry that I'm a baby. Unless you're talking about Charlie.
Hi, Charlie and Mommy.
Hello.
So he's. You'd say he's like 15 feet away from me at least?
He is 10 feet away from you guys.
Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure how we were spaced out. That was the only thing I wanted to check. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't catch Gej in this. And just quickly.
Hi, Matthew.
Party Boone just came in.
Hey.
Party boon for the beard. Which one?
Oh, I don't have that. Yeah, I don't know where that specifically. I apologize.
Party boon. If you were to fail a saving throw, your next saving throw, if you were to fail said saving throw, you instead succeed and take no damage if you were to take half damage.
Okay.
So basically, everybody gets the evasion, but there's no rolling for it. It's just... No, I'm
Do
sorry.
we get evasion once?
You get evasion once. So if you were to fail, you instead succeed and take no damage. If you succeed on it, it still carries out however it was. It's only the next one that you fail on.
It's the next one you fail. Okay. I like that.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right, perfect. I'm just gonna make sure not to catch Gej in this, but I'm going to cast. I'm gonna move in a way and cast Burning Hands.
Okay, so Burning Hands has a 15 feet range.
Yeah, 15 foot from south.
So it's 5 feet out from you, then 10 feet, then 15 feet.
Yeah.
Where you're all standing is kind of like in a semicircle. You can cast it right where you're standing, and you're not catching anybody other than him.
Other than Nasty Man. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It is a 14 dex save to take half damage.
To take half damage. What if I just don't want to take any?
I mean, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Sorry, pulling out my die here. Dex save, you said?
Yes.
Well, it's a 17 on the die.
Okay.
So total of a 20.
Perfect. So they'll just take half damage. So half of 16.
8.
Perfect.
Math is fun.
Math is fun. I'll just do it that way. And then my main thing was, it says the fire also ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being carried or worn, so it's also to kind of...
I mean, there's not really anything.
There's
like a cot that's behind him that's on fire now.
Okay, that's fine. And then I'll dip. I'll move my 30 feet.
Okay, are you moving back into the sewer, or are you moving further into the room down the maintenance tunnel?
That's a good question. Which way are we leaving? Are we going back the way we came? This is a question for everyone around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, back the way we came. Then back the way we came.
Okay. As you do so, okay, so you're going to move out that way. Okay, got it. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I don't take any of that fire damage.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Lame.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm
I
gonna-
tried.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna drop a message to you guys in the channel and Discord.
Mhm.
If that changes your opinions or minds at all.
I mean, if I'm being told to leave, I'm ready to go.
Gotcha.
Person hand.
Love you too. Go enjoy.
Yep, I'm gonna reply to this real quick to the party because this is just a quick.
I don't really know the area.
Mhm.
Apologies.
Liz, if you could give me an initiative roll, please. Because we came into this hot.
I mean, if y'all want to
9.
stand your ground and fight him, then we can. But
I mean, I've been initially told that we should probably go. I know we're kind of going in with clerics semi
You
half
saying
cocked.
9?
Yeah, 9.
Everybody's got like everybody's got a
Yeah.
9.
We are rolling hot on initiative today.
Oh, I'm
Watch
sorry.
out, world! We are here to party.
I mean, because
What
even
was
if we like back out into the tunnel, we have more room to fight.
That's true.
I mean, if you go into this room further, you have more room to fight. Because this is a big room, 30 by 40. It's a big room. The tunnels and the sewers are narrow. They're long, but you're looking at like 15 feet wide.
Because I thought we had gone to the back of the room where not.
No,
Coleman
you guys
came.
walked in to the room and it was like right there on your right as you came into the big room.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
remembering incorrectly. Maybe.
If only there were some sort of virtual tabletop where these things could be laid out. Or
Whoa,
if
that's
your DM,
crazy.
if your DM, like did that stuff. Wow, what a jerk! You should talk to him about that.
You know,
Yeah.
I think I won't.
You think you won't talk to the DM about that?
I actually like that we do theater of the mind.
I enjoy it. I like painting pictures with words. So
It also means you can throw visual puzzles at us that we actually have to interact with instead of just looking at it on the screen and going, "Oh, there it is."
Right.
What was it? The fountain puzzle I actually had to doodle out to be like, "What the heck are you talking about?" And then it made sense.
Also, Cap.
Good. Yeah.
One of the last things I did last time was cast daylight.
Yes, you had cast daylight in there.
It's not a concentration, or at least it's not saying it is. If it is,
Nope,
I'm
it is
completely
not.
missing it.
It's,
So daylight.
it's just
This room
real
is
bright.
this room is fully illuminated with
Yep.
daylight. Yeah.
All right. Good to hear. Emrys, you're moving.
I'm backing
that right?
out. If we're gonna make a decision, we can make a decision as I am backing out. I am not really meant to be in the foreground anyway. I can help be in the foreground, but I do not want to be touched by this one.
No touchy.
Not that.
All right.
No.
At the end of your turn, he uses a legendary action, sputtering to you. Where do you think you're going? And moves up to his full movement without provoking opportunity attacks.
I don't appreciate that.
Perfect. We just got a party boon.
Yay.
Once more.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Now, I know I had said that I was standing by the door at the end of the last session when everyone had gone in.
Mhm.
How far am I from all of this currently?
So the door, it was 10 feet into the room, and then they were immediately on your right. So you are 10 feet in and then 10 feet over. He moved like into the kind of middle distance in the hallway. So it's basically you at the door. 5 feet in front of you is Emrys. 5 feet in front of him is now this monster that you're fighting because you can't
Okay.
stack you like cordwood. And then there you've got Gej and Liz on either his left or right. You guys
Okay.
pick how you want to be. I shouldn't say left or right. One behind and one to his right or left. Sorry, I had to turn in the. Yeah, one behind him, one to his left. Everybody, while you're standing here looking at him, it's actually out of 9. Good to know. I'll get that corrected. That does change things. Like the fact that Moonin goes next to last. Okay. All right. That means that it is now. That was Emrys. It's Alyssa's turn. As you watch him just kind of like glide into this area where he's like right in the middle of all of you right now.
And Emrys is outside the door, so like he'd have to go past Emrys to like leave.
He would have to go past Moonin and Emrys to leave. So from where Emrys was at, you cast Burning Hands, which hit him. You were 15 feet from the door, right? You moved your full movement. You went 10 feet through the tunnel, past Moonin, out into, or the hallway, out into the sewer tunnels. 15 more, 10. Yeah, you had to move 20 more feet. So let's say you were down the hallway somewhat. Did, Gez, you were up first. Did you move into the hallway? I did not hear if you did or not.
No, because his idea there was to make sure everyone else had an escape before he moved to follow them.
Sacrificing himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because
Does-
Gesh has that action, or has that, before I leave the room after, like, we should probably leave, it's like, make sure you make it out after us, please. And then I finish my movement.
Okay. All right. So, Liz, what are you doing?
This is I rolled to a wisdom like roll for me to see whether or not, or actually probably an intelligence roll to see whether or not I should try to just make him go like further like into the tunnel or not. And I also have a locate creature spell as 4th level that I did not realize that I had. So I am going to do that to see if Colm is even 1,000 feet around me.
Okay. Is it an action to cast that?
Yeah, it's one action to cast that. It's concentration up to an hour.
Okay. So you can cast that, and then you'll know if he's within 1,000 feet of you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that would be your action then.
That is my action, and then depending on what the information is, I will like tell the party that.
He is not within 1,000 feet of you right now.
I relay that to the party so that they can make their turns accordingly and just be like, I'm pretty sure that Colm is not around here and he's not within 1,000 feet of me, at least. So whatever we want to do.
Well, what are you doing with the rest of your turn? Are you moving?
Probably not. I have a pretty good armor class, so I'm probably not moving. So I'm probably also not doing anything more than just speaking and figuring that out.
All right. Then at the end of your turn, He is going to use a cantrip as a legendary action. Actually, no, he is not. He is going to. You see him holding this skull, this staff, this gnarled wood staff that's worn smooth with age. It looks to be some sort of varnished or oiled cedar. At the end of it, you can see it is shaped into a clawed hand within which a head, the skull of something, has been wedged into it. It doesn't look like it's going to break, but you can get the sense of malevolence that sort of reeks and just sort of oozes off of this staff as he swings it mightily to try to hit one of you that is close enough. The only two that will be close enough is either Liz or Emrys. So we are going to go with, we're going to roll a d2 and decide. That would be Gej, excuse me. I meant Liz and Gej. Gej,
Hello.
hello.
18 is my AC.
Total of 20 to hit you.
Yeah, no, that doesn't beat 18.
Yeah, no, not today anyway.
Nah, we don't
No,
math.
I just suddenly don't know how to do math. Suddenly
All
don't
right.
know how to count.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage
Yeet.
and 17 necrotic damage.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yep.
That hurt pretty bad.
He can't really sneer at you anymore because he has no real structure to do that with, but you get the idea that he's sneering at you. All right. That is Moonin's turn now.
I'm big concerned. Which way are we heading?
Well, you heard people saying get out.
Well, I guess we will start with Hex.
Oh, love a hex.
And
You got to remember, he hasn't even really gone yet.
I'm just trying to move my butt here. I'm gonna, I don't know. We'll choose Con for for ability checks. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Well,
So ability checks, he's going to be affected by our Constitution ability checks.
oh, ability checks, not saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. New to Hex. Please hold.
Yep. It's okay because it was miscast for a long time with me as saving throws, and it took me reading it several times to go, oh shit, that's ability checks.
You know, let's go with wisdom.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Okay, that was your bonus action.
That's my bonus action. Why are we fighting? Question mark. I will move back about 15 feet. Pull out my pistol and attempt to shoot.
Okay. You're backing up 15 feet into the hallway or into the sewer tunnels?
Yes.
Okay. You back up 15 feet, leaving the door open so that you can get a line of sight on him. As you back up 15 feet, okay, go ahead and make your shot.
I don't really like the situation I find myself in, so I'm going to attempt advantage on this.
Okay.
With Deadeye, I don't trust myself enough for sharpshooter on this. Thank God for Deadeye. Attack.
You guys had
26.
26 hits him. You guys had another party boon. I never signed out what that was because you have the failed saving throw equals a success with no damage.
Yes.
But I never told you what your other party boon was. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For the remainder of this, no, I'm not going to do it that way. Everybody gets 10 temp HP. So for you, Gej, that would have enacted before the damage was done. I apologize. So adjust appropriately.
I'll just add 10 back.
No, there you go. Sorry about that.
It's
We're all
okay.
caught up now. All right, so you take careful aim, pulling out your. It threw me off.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. No, it's just perfectly timed. You pull out your handgun. We finish that statement.
I mean,
I'm 12. Okay.
Hang on, the DM's been broken.
yo,
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Anyways, you take careful aim and fire, striking him in the middle of his chest. How much damage does he take? And what type of damage?
hold on. I gotta roll a d4. That's a 1. Is that what actually triggers it, or is it the... on a 1. Cool. Roll a d8. That's a 7. So it does poison damage. Sorry, psychic damage. Psychic damage. So the damage for that is going to be 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then 2d8, 6, 7, plus 5, 12. 12.
7 and
12
12.
bullet
7 and 5 is
damage.
12. Okay. Awesome.
And
that bullet finds Perch, slams into him. He just looks at you and snarls.
I don't want to fight you, but you started it.
Oh, and I'm going
Shoots
to
again.
finish it. I don't want to fight you, but you started it. Bang!
Yep.
I'm gonna finish. That was rude.
I was talking. Bang.
You don't get to monologue.
I never get to monologue. I just want a monologue.
Will you spare us if we let you?
I could be
Let
convinced.
me tell you, does an 18 hit?
Just.
Because that was an 8 on the die. Okay, d4. That is not a 1, so this is just 2d8 plus 5. 8 for the second shot. 8 plus 5. 20,
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my goal.
All right.
Oh, I forgot hex damage on all of that.
Yep. Roll those d6s.
2d6. That's a 6 and a 2, so another 8.
Okay.
But that is what? Necrotic?
Is it necrotic?
That is 100% necrotic.
All right.
Good old Lichy boy probably just laughs at that one.
It actually doesn't seem to have as much of an effect, but it still has an effect.
So,
You get the idea that he's not immune to it, but he might be resistant to it.
damage is damage. I'll take it.
All right. And it is now his turn. He looks around at all of you, looks out the door where he can barely make out Emrys and can see Moonin. And he looks in the spot just in front of him and looks at the two behind him. And then all of a sudden he casts a spell. Okay. As he finishes casting the spell, the area around you all is filled with a poisonous yellow-green fog. It has a 20-foot radius, and it has, so it's 40 feet altogether. It's going to catch everybody in it because it spreads around corners. I need a Constitution saving throw because the fog spreads. It lasts for the duration until strong wind. It is heavily obscured area, so it will be disadvantaged for attack rolls. Creature enters the spell's area for the first time, which the spell is immediately in effect, so you're in the area for it. I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
That is 21.
Okay, that's a success.
15.
15.
Yes.
That is a failure. However, that kicks off your boon, so it is a success, and you take no damage.
I got a 19.
That is a success.
8.
8 is a failure. However, that kicks off your boon. It is a success with no damage. However, the others that did succeed are still going to take half damage.
Thank you, Raymond.
Really bad.
11 points of poison damage. For those of you who succeeded, you still take the half damage.
So 1 damage, because now all of my temporary HP is
That
gone.
is correct. Your temp HP would kick in first.
Yep.
Oof. Big oof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at half health.
So is that 11 or is that 6?
No, because Liz and Gej, you guys failed, but you had a party boon that says the next saving throw that you fail, you instead succeed and take no damage. So you didn't take any damage this time. Does that make sense?
Cool. Just wanted to double check.
Yep, you're good. So the green gas just rolls across the area, obscuring everything in there as it starts to try to like claw at your throat, burning your throat and nose and your eyes, stinging with water as you try to cough it back and move around. You can see that he is not affected by it at all. And with that, that is his turn. All right. Remember what I said? It is heavily obscured, meaning that attack rolls against him are going to have disadvantage. But same thing. Attack rolls against anybody in the fog are going to have disadvantage. And with that, we are back up to the top of the round. Gej,
Trying to find that spell that I
you
cast.
start your turn because the way that the cloud kill works, you start your turn there. The creature must make another Constitution saving throw, so please make a con save.
Five. 5.
You take 18 poison damage.
Yeah. I need him to also roll a save, please. The,
Wisdom save.
Wisdom, yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He succeeds.
Okay, so he will, from my spirit guardians, he will take 6 damage, and
Okay.
I am going to cast on him Word of Radiance
Mm-hmm.
and say con save of 15.
Okay.
And you said I took 18 damage, right?
That is correct. He fails that one. You take 18 damage, right?
Yes. I was just making sure that I clocked the correct number down.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. For 11 damage, it was almost max. 11 radiant
Awesome.
damage. And I'm gonna move my little happy self towards the door because I'm not doing too hot.
Okay.
Still keeping like a buff between me and Emrys and Moonin.
Okay. You're gonna have to move through his square to do that because remember he is like in the hallway that leads out of there.
This is acceptable.
No,
Probably.
you can't move through an enemy square.
Oh, bad, not by it, through it.
Yeah. Oh, you said you how much damage did you do to him?
The first one was
Mhm.
11. Oh, no, the second one was 11. Radiance was 11.
So a total of 22.
I suppose I don't remember how much the
Well,
spirit
actually,
Guardians did.
I need to roll. The Spirit Guardians did
Was it 6?
6. Yes.
So both of those are radiant.
Right. Radiant doesn't matter, but as you cast that on him, you watch as the cloud of poisonous gas dissipates.
Oh yes.
Sometimes a bad roll is a bad roll. All right. So the cloud is now gone as he looks at you, kind of like narrowing his eyes. It's a good choice to use both of the spells needing to do saves instead of like trying to hit him. All right. With that being said, Emrys, it is your turn. No more poison cloud though.
Yay! That is what I like to hear.
Mhm.
I think I will just cast. I will turn, and I will Eldritch Blast. Because really, it's my only distance weapon that I have.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, if you don't think I don't finger gun this, you're incredibly wrong.
You stand up next to Moonin,
Moonin, watch this.
Who's got his gun out, you know?
Yeah.
You do the same thing, but it's just your fingers.
Yeah. I can do that too.
It.
Yeah. Yu Hakusho. That's absolutely what you do.
Moon holds out his other hand and does the same thing.
Hey, let's just mow this guy down this way. It's fine. I have to.
It's starting to look like The Office in here. Everybody's got guns, like finger guns out.
The Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have two
Parkour.
beams for it. I have to roll twice for each to hit, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since we've done anything like that. Okay. So 23 to hit for the first one. And that's a 22 to hit. I rolled a 17 and a 16, both +6.
Yes, those both hit.
Fantastic. D10. That is not a 10. That's a 10. So that is 8 and 6.
That would be 14.
Yes.
Okay. You can see that he's starting to look. He's looking a lot rougher than what he did. He doesn't seem like he's gonna go down anytime soon, but he does look.
He looks like he has a boo boo.
Yeah.
He's got like one paper cut. Okay. I will continue to move because I actually have quite a vast range with that.
It's like as you do that, it opens up a small line, like that paper cut line, like the little dribble of blood, but he's like on the bone. So you're like, where the fuck's the blood coming from?
Yep.
We need to have a talk with you, sir.
What are you?
The
But
whole
I
thing
will-
about Peter Dietrich is he's just trying to start a pyramid scheme. He just wants everybody to get on his Amex. So
Maybe if he'd stop like slapping us and talk to
Um,
us.
Ameriway, is that what it was, or Amway? Amway, that's what it was. Amway.
Yo, can we talk to you about our recruiting opportunities and the benefits it could give you?
He's like, all you have to do is you bring a friend, and they bring 2 friends, and then it just everybody makes money.
No.
That's the real. That's the
So
real.
okay, but what if that's offered to Emrys? What if I just keep changing into different people? I just make the most money without really having to bring in other people.
Well, at some point in time, somebody's got to sell something.
That's true. Okay.
We just get a bunch
Well-
of people to like side hustle for you.
But yeah, and then I will continue to. I will move like another. I want to say 15 feet.
Okay, so
I-
you're
I
now
s-
down the hallway, 30, like heading down. You see a turn up ahead that you're gonna have to like go around.
Yeah. If anything, I will get to like close to that corner, and I will just keep an ear out for any movement that's coming down that way.
Okay.
But otherwise, I want to keep basically ear to the hall, but eyes to the fight.
All right. With that being said, at the end of your turn, he reaches down and he sort of like takes his hands and splays them out and pulls them up like this. As you watch, behind Emrys, no, I'm sorry, behind Moonin, the water bursts and the bloated remains of 5 zombies appear behind you.
I don't
I gotta
appreciate
put
that.
them. I've got to put them in order. So give me a second. I mean, I know you don't appreciate it, but it's not about that.
You're entirely right. But I'm still gonna express my disdain.
Okay, noted. Hang on. I'm mustering up a fuck to give. Hang on. Nope.
Ooh.
Kidding. Love ya. I shouldn't do that. You're right down the street from me. Decatur,
What am I
man,
gonna
town.
do?
You have a
What?
large dog.
He's a teddy bear. The worst thing I'm gonna do is go in your front yard and cry about it.
That is the worst thing you could ever do.
And just like wailing
how
into the
bad-
night.
I would feel so bad. Please don't do that.
I'm now just picturing Voodoo outside of Cap's house with like a boombox, just awful, sad songs wailing into the night.
Apologize. It's
No,
too late.
It's the mixtape, but what it is Voodoo is just taking enough time to record themselves crying with different tones and then layered it 8 deep, and then it's just Voodoo holding it up, sounds of wailing coming from the boombox while she wails outside my house. My children are like, "Daddy, there's some strange person outside your house."
I think we're being haunted? Question mark.
Uh okay. Sorry, I got way off the track there. All right.
Go back to like beginning of Troubleshooters when we were just hanging out with banshees.
Mm-hmm.
There's a banshee in your front yard, Cap.
Oh god, it's just wailing.
Be careful though. Might take some years off your life.
Every day. Today took years off my life. Today took
Mhm.
years off my life. I looked up to see where my older 2 children were because I heard them say we're going to go outside. And I started calling for them because I had to leave for a few moments and I couldn't find them. I didn't know where they were. They were gone. They weren't at the house. So they had gone with the neighbor to walk him home, but didn't tell me. So there was a moment of panic.
Entirely fair.
Yep. is a special at Taco Hell this month. Yes, this is the Lichos. Or actually, I like Lachos better because it's like Lich Nachos. Lachos.
All the flaky goodness of dying.
God, they just like thought about
Um,
skin flakes in the. Okay, I'm gonna stop
Sorry,
before I make
I'm
myself
gonna
piss.
have. I'm just gonna have to give that one of these.
Thumbs down. All
The forbidden
right.
Parmesan.
Can I take away inspiration from you? All right, Gej.
Yeah.
Emrys, after your turn with those force bolts there with the Eldritch Blast, it is Alyssa's turn.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm going to try to turn undead.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. What is my DC, please?
It is a wisdom saving throw, and the DC is 16.
Okay. He succeeds.
Uh,
What's the range on that, though? Is it 30 feet?
yes, it is 30 feet. Is he not longer than 30 feet of me?
No, he is not, but I was trying to check because there are 5 zombies that stood up, too.
Oh, then yeah. I mean, she would try to
1,
get.
2, 3.
Yeah, so each undead that can see or hear within 30 feet of me, let's make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, they are within 30 feet. That was fantastic because all but one zombie is like
And then move as far away from me for 1 minute.
on their turn. That is correct.
Damage.
All right. Actually, hang on a second here. I need to look at something. There's a special thing that he has.
All the zombies were like split. It's the fuzz.
Oh. Okay, sorry. All but 2 of the zombies jog away on their turn. Sorry. He has a special thing with the zombies. With the zombies.
Of course he does.
I'm not gonna make this easy. All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, that was my action.
Moonin! Look out. There's zombies. 1, 2, and 5 appear to be turning to run away. 3 and 4 look to be turning to try to disembowel you and eat you and devour you.
Okay, I was just about to clarify because you said they popped up behind me, so I definitely do see them moving around in my space.
Yeah, I mean they're right behind you, but it's one of those things where you go splash and you go, "Oh shit, zombies."
Oh, okay. Lovely. So they are within melee of me.
That is correct.
Cool. Well, indeed. Oh shit, zombies. I will shoot one with my pistol, and we're gonna try sharpshooter.
Okay.
It's just a zombie. It can't be that bad.
Okay.
12. No, it's -5. So 18
To hit a zombie?
to hit a zombie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that hits.
Sorry, 17. 17. Bad math.
Oh, 17. Yeah, still hits.
Okay. My brain just shut off for a half second there. D4. That's no elemental damage, so 2d8. 8. 10. That's an even 25?
Oh shit! Really?
That's an 8, a 2, plus 5, plus 10.
You level your cannon right in front of this zombie's face and pull the trigger. The cacophonous boom rings out through the sewer. As it does, the smoke wafts up from the end of your pistol, and the mass that was the zombie's head is no more, and it just flops over, dead. It's like, and I'm not even going to use that one's like constitution thing because that would be like a DC of 30. He did. All right. You have another shot, I guess.
I don't like surprises. We'll try that again.
Okay. Now you don't have anything to negate your disadvantage, do you? Because you are in melee
I
range.
have Gunner.
That's right, you do have Gunner. I
Being
remember now.
within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on attack rolls with ranged weaponry.
Marvelous. And do that thing you do.
This one's a 15
15 hits.
with the sharpshooter.
15
Okay.
hits. Remember, they're zombies. They're slow.
Yep, I'm just making sure I'm keeping track of the ammo in the gun while I'm doing this, because that's important.
Yes, it is, because you will run out of rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. This your fourth shot or fifth shot?
I have 3 left in the chamber.
All right,
Or
this
in
your
the
fourth shot.
round. Yep. 2 bullets. That's a 8 and a 1 for 9. Plus 5 is going to be 14. Plus 10 is 24.
All right, you pull up your hand cannon, bang, shoot one, move over, bang, shoot the other one. Same thing, just obliterates everything from the neck up as that 45 round tears through tissue, leaving both of those zombies nothing more than dead masses as quickly as they popped up. They're back down again.
Why are we doing this again?
All right, is that your turn, sir?
I'm gonna make sure the clerics are okay, so I'm gonna move back like 10 feet.
Okay.
Not gonna move very far.
Yeah, they're not going to attack you because they're,
I just want to
channeling
keep
you.
an eye on the clerics. Oh, they're in my space. I don't move at all. I'll wait
No.
till they move.
No. The zombies aren't in your space. They're base to base, but they're turned, so they're not going to attack you. They're going to try to flee. So if you want to move into the hallway, you can.
I'll move like 10 feet.
Okay, so 10 feet back into the hallway.
Towards the way Emrys went.
Oh, back down the sewers, the sewer tunnels. Gotcha.
We seem to be heading in that direction, but I don't want to go full down the hallway.
Emrys is heading in that direction.
Yes.
All right.
I haven't seen the clerics follow, so I'm kind of just like, kind of moving back, but not like running.
We're wedged in the room.
Yeah, he's kind of blocking their egress because he's at the hallway, like the hallway leading out of there. So he's
They
kind of
can't
blocking
quite get
there.
past.
No, because you can't move through an enemy. All right, his turn. He is going to look at. He's going to look at. Let's do Liss. Liss. He points a finger at you and then just looks at you and says, "It is time for you to pass on." And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is an 18.
Damn. Okay, you succeeded. I still need to do half damage to you, though.
She just laughs and she goes, "Not yet. Many scarier things than you have happened yet."
Okay, let's get mouthy with the necrotic dude. So that would be that much, which is this much, which is halved to 34 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Still standing with us?
Oh yeah, she hasn't been hit yet.
Oh, okay. She's fresh off the press. All right. That is his turn. The zombies are going to flee. They're just shuffling away. Because that's what they do. They just fuck off. The zombies move. All right, back up to the top of the round. Gej, you just watched as this necrotic beam struck your ally. They're still standing. I'm going to go ahead and take the zombies out of this thing. They're still standing, but you can tell that it was a pretty good hit. You know, it was a pretty decent shot.
Liz, you said you're still pretty okay on HPs.
Yeah, I'm at like half. I'm a little
Okay.
over half.
So, bloodied but not Hagrid yet. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself because I'm at not so great HP.
Okay.
And that was for 15 Spirit Guardians proc, so I need another saving throw from him.
Have you been rolling your con whenever you've...
I have not. So how many do I need to roll? My apologies. I forgot about that completely.
for taking damage? How many times? You took damage a couple times.
I think it's taken it twice since
All
the
right, so give me 2 con saves, or yeah, give me 2 con saves.
What's the DC for this? Well, that one was a
Liz
natural
also
20.
lost her concentration on where Calm is. So
Okay.
Um,
The DC is half the damage taken or 10, whichever is higher. I don't think any of them have been.
okay.
It was
Over.
the one from the cloud.
Yeah, which was no. She saved the cloud and didn't take any damage.
Mm.
Okay, so the first
Just give me
one.
2 at. Just give me 2 at 10. Let's call it that. We'll try to
Okay.
remember from here on out.
The first one was a natural 20. The second one was a 12 on the die.
Okay. Okay. So you're good there. All right.
Okay.
So concentration is up. You need a wisdom saving throw. Did he give you one for his turn?
He did not. I thought it just procced on mine.
Oh, okay. Well, you still need. I still need to give you one regardless of, right?
Yes.
17.
17 will pass. He will take math. 6.
He will take math. Okay.
He'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
He will take 3 math damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
And that will be my turn because I can't move past him, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, how far away from me is he?
Well, I think you moved up to him, so like 5 feet.
Okay, cool. I'm going to spear him. I'm
Okay.
going to use War God's Blessing. Or, yeah. No, not War God's Blessing. Just the War Priest thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and hit him with my spear.
With your spear.
Which my spear would a 18, 13 plus 5. Would that hit?
That hits.
Cool beans. That'll be 4.
Excellent. Stab the spear into him, and he just kind of looks at you for a moment. Oh no, this won't do. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he claps back with his own staff. 18.
Means it beats it. Bonk, bonk.
8 bludgeoning. And 16 necrotic. You down? You still up?
About to find out. No, I've got 10 health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm up. We're good.
Yeah, you're still up. You're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is where your grave cleric starts to kick in. Your grave cleric's like, fall down. Then when you fall down, I'll get you back up. All right. So, Emrys, it's your turn. You don't know what's going on down back in the other way, but you do not see your clerics following, and you don't know.
God dang it, the clerics, not the clerics. I'm gonna, we're gonna try something new. Seeing as I am wearing but a lovely cloak.
You are wearing but a lovely cloak. I love it when the party members remember that they have things that they can use.
Well, you want to know what it was?
Right,
it
that
was,
isn't a weapon.
Yeah, it was Wretched Cut saying, was this just a lich? Was this lich just 5 zombies in a trench coat? And I was like, trench coat? I have a cloak. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to reach up and pull one of the stars off of the cloak. And I am going to... Can I see Peter?
No. You have to go back and look down the hallway to see if...
Alright. Then
I
that
was
is...
waiting for you to ask.
Yeah. Then that is what I am going to do.
Yay! You move down there and you can see him now.
Perfect. I will be casting Magic Missile. And because of the cloak, I automatically cast it at a 5th level.
Is that what it says?
Yep. Use it to cast magic missiles as a 5th level spell.
Excellent.
So that gives me a total of... So I get 3 automatically, and for each level above 1st level, I get an extra dart, so that's 7 in total?
So you have 3,
And then
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Yes.
So I do get 7.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're all D4s, so let me just pull out the caltrops really quick.
Bunch of D4s.
I don't even think I have that many D4s to add.
While you're pulling out the D4s,
Yes.
we were talking about Timekeeper dice at the beginning of the show. Timekeeper dice, I love their D4. They don't do the standard caltrop. Theirs is like a rectangular crystal, and you roll it, and it rolls across there and stops. It looks really cool. They're really pretty.
Dig that. You don't have to impale your foot on it.
That's right.
That's why I'm like sitting here like, why am I taking all of these out? This is gonna be a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah. I pulled up magic missiles so I would know what I was looking at. I apologize.
That sounds really awesome, Breck. I like that. Standing, sitting desk.
That's what Otter normally has too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same company. They make some good
Nice.
tables.
I might have to see if I can expense one from work. I need this.
It has been absolutely amazing for my back problems because I can just go between the two at a press of a button.
They threatened to get some for us at my work, and they haven't done it yet. I'm kind of disappointed.
They threatened you?
Yeah, they threatened it. They didn't actually
Don't
do it.
threaten me with
Stand up,
healthy
guys.
bodily activities at work. Like, how
I
dare you
work.
tell me I can
How much
stand?
damage did you do?
20.
20
Ooh.
damage.
2 4s, 2 3s, 3 2s.
Nicely done. You throw the star. As you do, it bursts into tiny darts. 7 of them arcing through the air. This purple magic slamming into the creature, making his body just rock back and forth as each one explodes on him. He looks back over his shoulder at you. I'll be a moment with you.
I just want my clerics back.
Thanks.
Other ball.
Okay, no thank you. Okay, no thank you, bye.
You know, thank you. I would just like my clerics, please.
Okay, no thank you, bye. Liz, it is your turn.
So all of us are on one side while Emrys is on the other side.
So Imris and Moonin are outside in the sewer tunnel. You and Gej are inside the room where you originally found Colm that turned out to be Peter Lichrich. See what Lichrich? See what I did there? Lich. Anyways,
All right, and then is he blocking our like path to exit?
correct. Because there was a 10-foot hallway, and he is right there in that entrance, stopping you from getting out of this room.
Okay.
I like it when the party remembers that they have something.
I haven't forgotten.
Okay. Or maybe you had, but then you remembered, and I wouldn't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know.
12 damage, I think. Radiant. I don't think it matters, but 12 radiant damage.
What did you roll? What did you do? Sorry, I'm lost.
I did guiding bolt, and it was a 17 on the die plus 8, so I knew that hit. And
Yeah,
then
that hits.
6 is um,
Uh,
3, 3, 1 plus 5 is 12, right? 7 plus 5 is 12.
Yep. All right. Math. All right. He is looking hurt.
And the next attack on him has advantage.
That is correct. At the end of your turn, Moonin, you went out of eyesight, didn't you?
Nope, I was still within range. I only went 10 feet.
Right, but there's a doorway, and you went 10 feet would put you out of the line of the doorway. Right?
Yes.
Big room, hallway, doorway. You
I
went
mean,
10
if
feet, then you would be out of the doorway.
yes, I'm
Yes.
just outside of the doorway.
Right. You know who isn't outside of the doorway?
The clerics.
Emrys. Because you moved and threw your star. You ninja chucked a star down there at him. But I never heard. And then I'm moving back. He is going to cast a cantrip, however. And actually, he is not going to cast it at Emrys, though. Because, Gez, you're right there, aren't you? I didn't hear anything, so I'm gonna say yes.
Brick. my dude.
Okay, another party boon. Your next attacks have advantage if they don't already have advantage. If they already have advantage, then it doesn't count. So the next attack against him, whoever that is, it doesn't count. So your next attack that doesn't have advantage will have advantage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Excellent. With that being said, he reaches out a hand that arcs with electricity, and he grabs the front of Emrys's armor and does shocking grasp. I'm sorry, Gesh. Sorry. I don't know why I keep getting the two of you confused. I don't know why. But he reaches out and grabs Gedge by the front of his armor, his suit that he's wearing, and you are going to get hit with shocking grasp with a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is going to be caster is he again? That level caster. Awesome. Super.
Nah.
What type of armor are you wearing?
Scale mail statistically, but it's like leather padding.
Okay. So we're not going to count as metal. We're going to count as like lacquer or something like that. That is going to be 16 points of damage.
Oh, I'm at 1. My
All right.
ferocity kicked in.
Yeah, that's right. That half-orc tenacity.
Yeah.
he just screams at you, "Why won't you go down?"
Marston made me that way.
Well, I'll send you to meet your maker soon. All right, that was his legendary action. That brings us to Moonin.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna try something really dumb that I haven't actually messed with yet on this character.
Oh, darling, please do.
If it works out, it could be really cool. If not, it might also be pretty bad, but I would like to use Violent Shot. When I make a firearm attack against a creature, I can expend 1 or more grit points. For each grit point expended, the attack gains a +2 to the weapon's misfire score. But if the attack hits, you roll an additional weapon damage die per grit point spent.
How many grit points are you spending, buddy?
Well, I was gonna do 2 so I could save 1 for advantage, but seeing as I have advantage, I'm
Because
gonna
of
dump.
guiding bolt, not because of the boon.
Yes, I'm going to dump 3 into it so I have advantage.
So
And
you're
if it
looking at a
hits,
+6 to your misfire score.
which puts it at an 8 or lower, the gun misfires.
Okay.
And
You have advantage on the shot.
I do. Please dice, be nice.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes. Because I'm doing all of this shenanigans, I am gonna burn my inspiration. Cause yeah, just in case. And that's why we burn it fishing. That's the 20.
Nat 20.
I did not sharpshooter this, so that's 10 damage that's not here. I forgot to say that, but not worried about it.
You're still getting to roll all those damage dice doubled.
Yes, that was a 3 on the die, a 16 on the die, and then I burned my inspiration fishing.
For that nat 20.
Yep.
All right.
Oh. No elemental damage. That was a 2, not a 1.
Womp womp.
So So it's
I
2
just
damage.
imagine though if it were.
That would be nice to double with all this, but alas, here we are. Stay away from my cleric.
Fontaine.
7. So I want to take a picture of this and send it to you because I feel like I'm lying here. It's 3 8s and 2 7s.
I believe you, but that's impressive.
Like, I, wow. So that's 38.
21 plus 16 is 37.
8 plus 8 plus 8 plus
Oh,
7
3 8s.
plus
3
7.
8s.
3 8s,
I'm sorry.
2 7s.
Sorry, I heard that the other way around.
Plus 5.
24 plus 14 is 38. Plus 5 is 43.
Yes.
Okay.
Bullet 1. And I'm down to 2 bullets in the chamber.
Okay.
You leave my cleric alone! Bad touch. Well, shit. We'll shoot again. I don't have any. I get a grip point back because I critted. So we have 1. We're just gonna take a regular shot in the dark. 13 plus 10, so 23.
That hits.
That one has the elemental though, so
Which elemental is it?
rolling for that now. I rolled an 8, so it's thunder. So there's 6 thunder damage on the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bullet. Why'd I roll a d6? That's not. 6 and a 4, so 10 plus 5, 15 for the second shot.
All right. You done?
No. I just saw him yell at my cleric that they should die while gripping my cleric. I'm gonna action surge.
Get him, Noonan.
Okay.
So we have 1 shot left in the pistol.
And then he throws the gun.
No, I pay to see like that gun thrown at this man.
It's just punk. You just throw a gun at me.
They call me the gunslinger.
But I just like imagine like Reapers like Moonin like just like throwing them down and being all like, they don't get more bullets.
What do you mean reload? I throw them and more appear in my hand.
I like the idea of a gunslinger, and what it is somebody who has just like bandoliers full of like derringers, pepper boxes, small 22s, like or Makarovs or Walter P37s, like small guns, and they just literally take them out and throw them.
They call me the gunslinger. You must be
call
some
me the
serious business with
gunslinger.
all them guns. Nah, I slang them.
You know, I just really am picturing a cleric doing a what is it? Holy weapon. My brain isn't thinking
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, and it's just like a gun that you smack people with because it can't do range.
Just butt stroke just pistol whip everybody.
Yep.
Yes.
The spiritual weapon is this tiny little pistol, and then it just wheels around and clocks you.
Exactly, Wretched. Gunslinger takes improvised weapon as a feat just for this.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
playing Pathfinder, one of my favorite characters I ever had was my Tengu monk, who was a way of the open hand or open fist or whatever it was they called it. But they don't train in weapons. Everything is an improvised weapon. So it's basically Jackie Chan. Everything becomes a weapon. So I spent all my starting gold buying a cart, buying a metal wok, buying jars with string attached to them, buying poles that I could put in and move the cart, buying flour, buying eggs, buying everything I need to make a noodle cart. But everything but the consumable parts, the flour, the eggs, that stuff, everything was a weapon on the cart.
That's glorious.
Everything. He would throw the walk like Captain America's shield, just wing it across.
Absolutely fantastic. That last bullet in the gun, it's a 9 plus 10 to hit, so 19.
That hits.
Or 2 1s, so 7 damage.
All right.
And is there elemental? There is not.
Okay.
And then it's bonus action reload.
Okay. Hold on one second, though. Okay. So bonus action reload.
And I think that's it. I don't think I can make another attack if I'm reloading.
All right. As you and then the action surgery. As you fire one, you lock your hands, set your feet apart, take careful aim, and rip the gun as violently as you can. The shell rings out across the room, slamming into him, tearing out a large portion of him. It just like just wasted out there. You turns to look at you, narrowing the flames in his eyes, darkening for just a second. You get the indication that he's narrowing his eyes at you as you fire a second round. It rips through his cage again, rattling around. Bone pieces are flying out of him. You can see it punctured through the armor that he's wearing. He stands, his one arm hanging raggedly from the remains of that side. As he starts to step towards you, you fire again. This round strikes him right here and bursts out the backside, tearing his jaw loose, hanging just on one part. It moves, or it tries to move, swinging oddly as it does. He takes one more bone step towards you before he collapses and shatters to pieces. Bone shards explode outward, unfortunately.
We could have just talked.
The staff that he was carrying falls to the ground. And he is dead ski.
Are the zombies still moving?
I mean, the zombies have just, they fucked off. You guys want to go round him up and kill him, it won't take much.
No, I was just like, are they still running away? Because if so, I'm running to the
Bruh.
clerics.
They run for a minute to get as far away, for a full fucking minute, just boom, or more like, anyways, they're just gone.
I'm getting weird, like, young Frankenstein vibes now. I run in to check on the clerics.
I'm coming in as well.
One of them seems okay. The other one seems to be like swaying on his feet a little bit.
That's always Gej at the end of a big fight. If he doesn't almost die, it's not a fight.
Yeah.
Uh.
That wasn't always the option.
He's gonna heal himself up a little bit at least.
No, no, you should let me stab you once and then heal you, and then you can heal more.
No. I mean, if you want
But,
to
like,
attack him, he can't stop you.
I mean,
You-
she's not going to be. She's going to be like, "This is for your own good," and then she's going to
Wait,
like,
are you attacking me?
no, she's going to try and attack Gej because Gej still has 1 health, but he needs to be at no health for her to like fully heal him.
I don't know if I like this very much.
I-
I know it's for healing.
Nobody likes it. She doesn't
Nobody
like
wants the grave cleric to do their job.
Listen, no, it's. I just don't like the idea of stabbing each other. It's all written up. I'll go back and rest. They have.
But like, he could be like almost fully healthy by the time that I'm finished. If you just let me just like poke this one wound. She like moves to like poke like one of like his wounds and just be like, "Can I just poke it?" And just like she's gonna stop if he's like, "Don't touch it," but you know, she does definitely want to be like just 1 point of damage and then I'll heal you.
Gej levies the option and the weapon pointed at him, and he's just gonna walk into it because he trusts you. Literally,
Alright.
just walk into it, just stab himself.
Cool. He then gets 3 8 plus 5 of full health. So whatever that is. So 24 plus 5 is 29. 29 points of damage. Or health, not damage. Fuck.
Okay, cool. So he's at 29 HP.
Yes.
All right.
I don't like that in the slightest. It doesn't feel good.
I don't like it, but you know, if you weren't so tenacious, I would have been fine. You wouldn't have even known that I would have done it.
So being hearty's a bad thing for you. Got it.
I'm
Just a
glad
little
you
bit.
didn't die.
Is
What do
this
we do now?
his staff is still
What
on
do
the
you
ground,
do
yeah?
now? His staff is on the ground.
We have to find Colton.
Have a good night, Raymond. Thank you for stopping by. And yes, we'll see you next week, okay? Have a good night. And thank you again for showing up. We appreciate your support, buddy.
Bye, Raymond.
Did Dude Bro have the Rocky Talkie on him? She goes. I don't think she can cast Sending again because she just.
Is anybody going to pick up the staff or look at it or anything?
Yes.
I was about to say,
Yes.
I would like, but I think I'm done that stuff. Get in trouble. So I have
Stop
a bad
touching the
habit.
weird things!
I have a
I
bad
was-
habit, and apparently I get yelled at. So
I was just thinking the same thing.
Stop touching the weird things.
It's only
Moonin
because
and Emrys kind of look at each other and are just like, not at this time.
They're both doing this.
Gej
They're
will
both doing
pick up
this.
unless
You're not
Liz
picking
wants
up
to.
without your hand. Yeah, if anyone goes to, like pick it up with their bare hand, Liz is gonna be like, "I have gloves. Let's not touch the shit."
I mean, I have.
That didn't help me.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that didn't help. Moon in her eye whenever he eats the rock.
He goes, "Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't think we."
You guys are going to go invest in a pair of tongs, aren't you?
You know what? Actually, I do think that
10-foot tongs.
That's a
Yep.
phenomenal idea.
We're gonna pick that up all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're
All right.
making bacon.
Liz will probably put on her gloves and go to like pick it up, considering that if it is necrotic, she's the one that deals with like most of like the weird shit. So she puts on her gloves and she picks it up.
You pick it up. Does nothing to you.
Good.
In other words, does nothing adverse to you. Give me. You feel a pull as though something from outside or preternatural is trying to communicate with you. Do you resist or do you allow it to speak with you?
She's gonna look at her party and just be like, hold on a second.
I think it wants to say hello.
She rolled a 19 for intelligence roll to see whether or not she should do this. So is this a thing that she should do or should not do?
That's not
Entirely
something I
up
can
to
tell
her.
you to do.
She's going to try to resist. She knows what happened to Colm, and she knows what other things has sort of happened to the rest of her party. So she tries to resist. She's like, not talking to anything.
Wisdom saving throw.
That is a 19.
You successfully resist. Give me an insight check.
That is the insight check is a 14, but my passive is a 15.
That's fine. You get the indication that whatever it is trying to communicate with you, it's pleading. It's like a pleading cry that's trying to reach out to you. You still feel the it's trying to communicate to you. You can either continue to resist or you can relinquish that control and let it try to communicate.
Liz is going to go, there's something trying to communicate. So I'm going to try to talk to them, but if I go crazy, you're more than welcome to shoot me. And with that,
Moon is like, wait, click, drops the magazine out, replaces it with another magazine. Okay.
she then allows whatever it is to try to communicate with her.
All right, so it's not direct communication like speech. It's not talking to you. It's communicating to you through like strong emotion and feeling. You get a sense of a feeling of being trapped. You get a sense of something that wants to be released, but you also get a sense of familiarity, like the feeling of an old friend or a comforting feeling. So, a comforting feeling that feels trapped and wants to be released.
Liz then goes, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I think Colm is in the stick.
It's Colm's in the stick, guys.
Sorry.
She tries to like project back like confusion, like how to like get him out, just to see if like she gets like anything better back.
You get the strong emotion that whatever it is, it doesn't like its prison. And it wishes that it could break free. The strong emotion of being free, breaking free of your confines, breaking free of the cage.
I do have a question.
I do have an answer.
Smash it.
Now, you said on the staff it seemed that the skull dangly bit at the top seemed like it had been shoved into the staff and was not
like
part of it.
Right.
Can I investigate to see if that might be something that comes away from the staff, or is it like fused to it?
Give me a perception. Actually, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. You know, I'm not used to doing this on a laptop. I keep going for a mouse, and there's no mouse.
Mine has a mouse.
That was one thing I forgot to pay.
These are cheap.
So investigation with a +0. That is a 15.
It does look like it can come free.
Seeing as Liz seems to be doing okay with it, I'll point out that it looks like you could rip that skull from the top of the staff. I don't know if it helps, but
You look like you'd have to break the wooden fingers that are holding on to it, but it does look like it can be done.
I wonder if he might be in the piece at the end.
I mean, I don't. This could kill him. I mean, if he's in there and we break it and he doesn't get released, it could just kill him. Um, do we? She like looks at Emerus and she goes, "Do we want to try to bring this back to your friend to see if he has any ideas, or do we just want to break it on, you know, Moonan's suggestion?"
I mean, we do also have a Fae friend who agreed to help us that we might be able to convince to help us in this manner versus getting us out of here.
That too. We have multiple friends that are
We
unique.
we do have a favor with the Fae.
Yes, but we want favor in this sort of way. Like, don't get me wrong, using a favor is definitely using a favor, but there's always a chance. Is it better? We go to Gratz. Yeah. I have to ask him if you know anything that's he does, that's our favorite thing.
Liz, you can ask for Ozma, and I can try asking Mars.
You got quiet again there, Emrys. Just enough wrong is saying.
Oh, okay. I'm digging on my mic. We'll also turn it up down here to see if it See, but my mic is like right here. It's just above my hand. If I do this, it's above me.
I can hear you loud and clear now.
Yeah, so like I'll just move it above my head if that works. That's fine.
There we go.
She's like, I definitely can ask. I mean, she normally doesn't respond when I ask, but I definitely can ask if you want to ask. I mean, or we could just do it. I'm up for everything. I just don't want to destroy our chances of getting him out safely.
I would like to investigate the cells further down just to make sure that there's not like a body or something there. You know?
Okay. There's not any cells. It's just a big, large, long room, and with a hallway at the end of it that just seems like you can continue on.
We'll figure out what to do with that. Let's just make sure there's nothing else down here that could be useful.
All right. Everybody, give me perception checks as you're going through this area.
Yeah.
Make a mistake of putting all of my dice back onto the tray.
Yeah, just use this.
Mine is a 26.
Okay.
You know, Gage, me too.
I rolled a 5. A negative. I rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a 2 for a total of 9.
21. That's an 18 plus 3.
All
My
right. So
passive is ridiculous, but my rolled perception is not.
right. So you're actively looking around the room.
Yes.
You notice that there are 4 stones set in the back wall along the 40-foot section. They are 20 feet in, and they're 10 feet in, and they're 10 feet apart, so that you've got them sort of spaced out evenly. There's 2 lower, one 1, 2, 3, 4. They're trying to stack this right. Those sections of brick, and there's like 4 of them in each one of the areas, seem a little different. Like the mortar isn't quite filled in those. And so it looks like they can be either manipulated in some way or pushed or touched or something.
List, does List see anything else with her 26?
Just those 4. Those
Uh,
4 small sections.
She's gonna mention the sections and be like, well, there's 4 of us. Do we want to each try to touch the thing?
This is now a hands-on. I mean, we could give it a shot. But,
Moonin took at least 7 shots.
mm-hmm.
I absolutely did take 7 shots, and after that last volley, my hand hurts like hell.
He let her rip, Tater Chip.
Yep. I'm gonna give this gun a good once over whenever we get back where we're going, make sure it's okay.
You can't see it,
All
but
right.
I'm stretching.
What are you
I
doing?
actually felt my back crack during mine.
Section of the wall.
Does it, section of the wall, it's got some stuff on it. Does it look like something I can look over to see if it's trapped or anything like that?
Sure.
If it's a holding cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me another perception check.
Yeah. Jeez. 16 plus 3, 19.
There are no traps.
Okay. I mean, we can just touch away. This seems to be safe.
Try and push or pull it out.
Okay, so all 4 of you, or just Gej?
No, it seems
Who's
safe. I'll
over
touch
there?
it.
Good night, Wretched. Thanks for coming out. We really appreciate your support. You have a good one. So the 4 of you are going to go boop, 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 boop.
Let's see, why not?
Is that what I understand? So high fives, guys. All right, so each of you picks a spot. You put your hands on there and push on those. As you push on them, you feel a slight give, not fully, but as it gives, you feel a hum come from there. After a few seconds, you hear a sound. The wall between those 4 spots recesses ever so slightly and then pulls apart. From behind there, it opens up to reveal a stone circle set on a pedestal. All around the stone circle, you can see 8 arcane sigils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is dormant. There's nothing but blank wall behind it, so stone wall behind it. But this thing seems to be sitting in the circle, or sitting in this recessed area.
Question. Does this circle look like the one we found under the fountain?
The teleportation circle?
The room that had all the gore and stuff in it, and there was the circles all over the place.
Mm-hmm. It does look familiar.
I don't know what any of it means, but that
Give me
drawing looks
Arcana
like
checks.
that drawing looks like a drawing I've seen before.
Sure, give me Arcana checks, everybody.
14 from me.
$15.
Okay.
With a plus, nothing.
Same.
That is an 18.
18. Okay. Liz?
I don't know magic.
I'm at 20 there. For some reason, I know about the thing.
Hey!
You recognize this as, yes, a teleportation circle. And the sigils that are around it mark this anchor spot. They're the arcane sigils for teleportation, and then the other anchor spot. So this anchor spot, the teleportation runes that activate it, and then the other anchor. That anchor, you're an elf. You would probably know of this. That anchor is not of this world. It is a different plane of existence altogether. Much like the veil that slipped between where you live, the Feywild, and Earth, allowing that connection and the people to bleed over, this appears to be something else, but you do know for certain that it is not the Feywild.
She then relays this, and she's all like, I don't know why I know this, but this is a teleportation thing, and it's not to Earth, I don't think. So we can go and we can try. Um,
It
but
is not active right now.
yeah, she also reflect like she tells everything that she knows.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I figure out who to recon and come back here. So I don't think
So-
going to a different plane of existence.
I think that's really in our cards right now. Yeah.
Not a wise choice. I mean, we could make that choice, but I don't think it's a wise one.
I agree.
All right. Are you heading further down in the hallway then?
Yeah.
Okay. As you head further down, you take a left and you see several different branching maintenance tunnels or maintenance hallways move off of this. You can follow the returns to see where they go. They are labeled at the corner. You get the impression these are under intersections, so you can see the intersections of roads that are labeled in the ceramic tile work that makes up these maintenance hallways. It seems to follow the streets here and there, so it looks like this was the main access point in, was the way you guys came. You don't know what that room was used for. It looks like it was maybe an addition or something, but this seems to be regular maintenance tunnels that lead off in the different directions. It's not a sewer feed maintenance hallways. So you can actually follow this, probably not all the way back. You're sure that they probably drop out into other sewer feeds, but this is a pretty good way around the city underneath, completely unseen. So, now what? We'll start with Emrys. You see the maintenance halls. You see that these feeds back under. You can probably trace through most of the city using these hallways. What do you want to do?
Looking just around, like, is this place fairly dirty or dusty or anything like that?
I mean, it seems like it's seen regular use.
That it's seen regular use. Okay, there goes my idea to see if there's a path that is more traveled.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, okay. That I can do. Jeez, sorry.
May I assist?
Please.
If you're trained, you may.
I am.
So does that mean advantage, sorry?
That is correct. Advantage.
Well, it helped. 17. Just a flat 17.
You're not able to tell which paths are most heavily traveled.
Okay.
But given the state of the ceramic tiles that make up like the hallway, the edges of the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that the section that you came from is newer than the rest of this.
Okay.
Giving credence to what you thought, that this section is built specifically more recently.
Okay. Well, this spot's new. My only, my next best bet would be to maybe find a map, or if we can find our bearings by looking above, we'll know below, but...
You can easily find the cross streets that would lead you to underneath the municipalities building.
Okay. What else does everyone think? Do we want to continue walking around here, or...
How is everybody looking?
I'm actually okay.
The clerics are okay. We could definitely be doing better. I'm pretty much out of spell slots. But if it looks, Liz rolled a 24 to try and possibly get back to wherever we were staying through the tunnels, and that's what she's going to suggest.
Okay. That would be a survival check. You know
Yeah,
where
it
you were
was
staying
survival,
closer
and it
to the
was
wharf. Okay, so a 24. Yeah, you could follow that back out easily enough. It's not going to put you directly underneath your place, but it'll put you, within a block or two.
that's close enough.
I mean, I'm also okay with a secret passage not leading directly into our house.
100%. That would be very nice to not have.
So, what are you guys doing? You have a staff, you have a portal that's defunct, you have tunnels that lead throughout the city underneath. You've got a Fae on call.
I think we're heading to see Richard.
I think it'd
Okay.
be best to figure out how to get Colm out, because Colm can help us with the teleportation circle.
We also, find where Colm's things are. I've seen him take a lot of interesting things out of that accordion of his.
The accordion file of holding. You're going to all freak out when I tell you that it's actually an extra dimensional space, but it actually connects to other real places. So when he's reaching in, he's not just reaching into the bag, he's reaching into another location and pulling it out.
Yeah, I had an item like that in one of my campaigns. It was Ransom's desk. He would just pull random crap out of it that could not fit into drawers. It's great.
I still think one of my favorite ones was it was a magical item in a sense, but it was like a common magic item. Do you remember Lucky, Q?
Yes.
Yes.
Briefly, I didn't play with him, but I know of him.
You played a little bit with them as the paladin,
Archie,
didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, Archie.
I think.
Lucky had a bag, and because Lucky had a tendency to just randomly pick up things, not a kleptomaniac, just sort of they fell into his bag. I gave him a 25% chance that at any given moment he could reach into the bag and pull out what it was he was looking for, just because he had it. It would be a non-magical thing, so it could pull out a rope, a ring, a piece of jewelry, a shirt, or whatever it was, but it would just 25% chance that it was in the bag when he needed it at that moment. It was one of the best magical items.
Glorious.
Didn't he pull out panties at some point?
No, but he did pull out a ring and then propose.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Stuff.
All right. So, I actually miss Ryan. He was fun.
Mm-hmm. I remember playing with him briefly in another campaign. I had to pay his character to help me not die. He proceeded to throw a spear, miss, and then lay back down.
He had a wish spell to bring Steve's character back to life, Gillett.
Yeah.
And he said, bring him or return him to us or bring him back to us. And he had a shard in his chest that was his patron. It was an ancient dragon trapped in this shard that was embedded in his chest. I said, Gillett, you feel yourself being pulled back from this afterlife, and you slam back into your body and open your eyes. You see your friend standing around you, worried. I said, Lucky, you hear a dull clatter as though a crystal has just fallen to the floor. And everybody just goes, oh, shit, because he returned back to them. So it was a lot of fun. All right, party. What are we doing? Heading
We're
back to your
going-
place?
We're heading back to our place to talk to Gratz.
To Richard.
To Richard, yes.
To talk to Ricky. All right.
And rest.
Ricardo.
Yeah. Dick.
Uncle
whenever
Dick.
you, Uncle Dick. Whenever you take, are you taking the tunnels, or are you going back up to the street level and going that way?
Probably like a couple blocks away.
I mean, the exit out of this area will be a couple blocks away.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, probably
All
up
right.
onto the streets and away we go.
All right.
There's
Actually,
she's holding a staff that has a fucking skull in it. She does not want to be above ground.
I have a cloak. I can take it and hide it underneath it.
either way, you get back to your abode, and you can see that somebody has made himself quite busy.
How
The
much
place
has
has
he
been
cleaned?
top to bottom.
Ugh.
He is currently standing with a handkerchief tied around his head. He has an apron on and these very nice slacks with his spats on. He's currently holding a whisk broom. As you walk in, he goes, well, if I knew you were coming back, I would have made dinner.
You know, this isn't a bad look on you.
I still like you. Don't make me change my mind.
What? It's a
So-
compliment, I promise.
And what have you lot been up
Not
to?
as a men, but it looks nice.
Thank you. So, what have you all been up to? Looks like you've had a time. Are those fresh scars?
I
Lovely. Would you give us something to drink?
don't mind.
He goes into the back room that was held for storage for the textiles and things, and comes out and sets down five mismatched glasses. Some of them match, but for the most part, they're all mismatched. And an unopened bottle of what appears to be some sort of rum. And he pops that open, opens it up, and pours everybody a small amount
Put my hand
inside
over
of
the
it.
glass. Sorry.
You're like, no rum?
No rum. No alcohol. I apologize.
Liz takes her glass and is just like pours it into her glass, and she's like, "It's fine. I'll do a double."
You like take the rum and pour
Yeah.
Emers's glass into yours.
It's like this, the glass just in front of me. I'm just like, I'll try and boil some water for tea instead.
I can make you some tea. That's perfectly fine. I have the ability to do these things.
Yes, but I don't want to take advantage of you.
Do you see the state of this building?
I didn't ask you this.
I know, but it was better than standing there wringing my hands, worrying about whether or not you'd come back or not.
It's almost like you're becoming a housewife.
No, but I can be worried, can't I?
Of course. I will make my
You
own
were
tea.
worried about us.
I will make my own
Don't
tea.
make me regret being worried. Narrows his eyes at Moonin.
Would you prefer a smoke outside, Richard?
I don't like you all. So what have you been up to?
Just put the tea bag that she knows Emrys likes on the table, just so that whenever he does boil water, he has like the tea bag right there.
Certainly.
And like Liz still has the staff. She's not gonna let anyone hold magic items because that's what got everyone into the trouble in the first place. So she's gonna be like, "We're pretty sure our friend's in here. Do you know anything about it?"
It appears to be a staff with a skull. Very edgy.
Yes.
May I
Do you
see
know?
it?
She goes, yes, and she like hands it, but she's all like, "Be sure you have gloves."
He just like reaches over and wraps his hands around it, and then he looks at it. Right. So it is a type of prison. Let me just see if I can. And then, without any prompt, he lifts it and strikes it and breaks the hand off of it. And then he like takes the other half of it and just kind of like wings it over his shoulder. And then he's like, so the hand and the skull are there. He's like, interesting. He sets it down and he's looking at it carefully. And he goes, very powerful magic indeed. I'm not sure that I can break it open in my current state. If I were restored to my full glory, I might have some way to get it open for you. As it were, you're going to need somebody who has the ability to undo magic.
Well, that person is inside the prison, so how do we restore you?
If I knew that, do you think I would let you flit about chasing down somebody who could kill you? No. Or make deals with the Fae? Do we forget? He just like motions around. Emrys.
You're slightly offended by that.
So, you're Elven, you're not Fae. You're from the Fae Wild, but you're not Fae. You don't make deals. Anyways, so I don't know how to restore me. I'm not sure how it was that we became this way in the first place. If you know somebody who has powerful enough magic to undo this enchantment, like, say, your Fae friend, although I would harbor to think what sort of favor he would ask of you, if that were the case. So, with that being said,
I mean, we did already kind of get the favor out of the way.
did you already call upon him for the favor?
No, but we've earned a favor.
Oh. You're saying a Fae creature owes you a favor.
Gage is gonna hold up the coin from his position next to a window, smoking.
A powerful Fae. What kind? A coin, I'm going to assume, is from the what sort of Fae?
Leprechaun.
A leprechaun. Oh, lovely. Delightful chaps. Do you know that those can grant wishes? As in, like, I wish my friend Richard were restored to his full glory.
You know, I knew exactly where that was going the moment this was brought up.
Ta-da!
I mean...
See, no. It works, though. If you restore me to my full glory, I can restore Colm to his full glory. Or release him from the little head thing.
It's not wrong. It would be
Can I suss him out?
What's that?
Can I suss him out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he just trying to wing his way through this?
What would that be?
Insight.
Insight. That word. Thank you.
Liz also is all like, because she's like very protective of Colm, and she has 17.
21.
You know, he is not lying about his power. He is absolutely trying to get himself restored. So, I mean, like, yeah, his motive is to get his powers restored. But you don't get any ill intention. Like, his focus is on, hey, restore me to where I was at.
Is he lying about being able to help Colm?
No. As far as you know, he believes absolutely that he's powerful enough to release Calm.
The guy's just gonna look at Emrys. You know Richard the best. Is this a good trade?
So close to one another. Emrys.
Richard?
Emrys,
Richard?
I've been inside you.
Can you
Richard?
not say it like that?
I could, but what's the fun of that? Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Appreciate it.
I do think it's probably something that he would be able to do, yes.
And it is something that he would do. Now looking at Richard.
Something that I would hope he would do. Cross your heart and hope we don't die.
And you really do think that you could get Colm out of that staff?
It's a lot more than we all know, really, and that I know, really. We came upon him on sort of an accident, but
Been a lot of faith in you. As Gesh is gonna flip the coin.
As you flip the coin, like, it's one of those situations where it's in the air, and all of a sudden, like, he doesn't appear with any fanfare, no smoke, nothing. You just see a hand reach out and grab it out of the air. Flips it, grabs it, sticks it in the pouch, and again, like I said, when he opens it, it's like gleaming with gold out of there. Puts it back in there, ties it up, looks at you and says, "You rang? I believe you called me.
Aye, we did.
What can I do for you?
Can
I
you
don't see
restore?
any evil people around here."
No, but sorry. Sorry. No, but it's still to get our companion back. Our good friend Richard over there says that this grants us a wish. Is that true?
I really don't like that one there. But what he says is true. Can't lie to you for it. I do owe you one wish. That's very true. So, what is it that you wish for?
Wishes are specific, aren't they?
Whatever do you mean? If you say the words, I try to make 'em come true as best as I can.
What's your real name, Richard?
Oh, I'm the Demon Lord Gratzt.
Side eye. Alright.
Did you just side-eye Emrys?
Okay.
I'm no one to talk, but I'm not side-eyeing. I'm just kind of like wide-eyed looking over and then back.
We wish for Gratz, the Demon Lord, to be returned to his full power. Is that how that should be worded?
If I'm to understand you properly, you want me to restore Gratz to his full power? Office stare into the camera and then back. Absolutely. Is that how I understand you to say?
He looks at Grutz. Acceptable word?
Works for me.
Yes.
By the contract that binds me, I will make it so. And he just looks over at Richard and says, there you are, back to normal. And with that, I believe our business is concluded. Have yourself a wonderful life, as short or long as it may be. Did you have something you wanted to ask?
I was gonna sneeze, and I was like stopping myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nope. That
Darvin, go ahead.
This is just we still owe him for the building, yeah?
Like,
Do we still owe him that favor?
no. Yes, actually, you still owe him a favor, yes.
Okay. Or Emrys does, technically.
Mm-hmm.
technically some poor bloke owes him a favor.
Word with you in private, Darvin, if you don't mind.
Certainly. He steps outside with you.
My companion still owes you a favor. Yeah.
That's true. That one there. And he kind of nods in Emers's direction inside.
Anyway, I can take that favor away. Take it as my own.
You wish to take on the burden of someone else's favor?
Aye.
Matters not to me, as long as it gets carried out.
Great.
Fine. And you watch as he like plucks at something invisible and then just kind of like casts it onto you. You don't feel any different. That one's yours to carry now.
He nods.
I'll call upon you at some point in time.
I know how these things operate.
Of course you do. You're one of the children of the Emerald Isle. Of course you know how it works.
I appreciate you.
Do me a favor. Don't go getting dead before I call upon it.
Does one ever truly intend to go get dead?
There are some. Right then. I'm gonna pop off and have a drink. And he starts to walk away whistling a tune. And like he just sort of fades away into the crowd.
Going back inside.
Inside, while you were outside talking, Gratz looks at flexes his hands. Still looks like a normal human, you know. And as he does this, he watches as flames just kind of like roll over it. Oh, that is lovely. And he sort of just moves, like pushes his hair back as he takes the handkerchief off, and as he does, a thick head of black hair is like perfectly coiffured up. You see horns that stick up almost like an ibex, and they are black, onyx black. As he does this, he just kind of pushes it down. You watch as his skin goes to this like purplish red color all the way down. He is handsome, and I mean otherworldly gorgeous or beautiful to look at. He also stands up a lot taller than what he did. at close to 7 feet tall. But he's lithe and lean. It's all that sinewy muscle. As he stands there before you in this like suit that is of a purple color that matches his skin tone. Doesn't match it perfectly, but it's a perfect combination to it. The shirt underneath is a black with a black cravat tied there. He looks every bit the definition of decadence and beauty. Ah, that is more like it. Now, to the matter of your freeing your friend home. Happy to do so. And he reaches over, and you can see black nails that are perfectly manicured down to a point, and he just touches one of them against the skull, and it cracks and breaks into pieces. As it does, there is like this belch of smoke, this gray stuff that swirls around as it dissipates into the air around you, sitting on the ground like on his bottom, with his knees propped up to his chest, is Calm, who looks around at all of you and then looks at Gratz and goes, "That's new. Does that belong to one of you?"
I'd say unfortunately, but actually it's quite helpful.
Thank you for recognizing me as being quite helpful. I am very helpful. Calm narrows his eyes and goes, "Is that Rich?"
Yes.
Then I take it that you've defeated whatever that was. Peter or something like that?
Oh.
For now.
Marvelous. Then we need to regroup and figure out what our next move is. Because we don't know if he's truly defeated or not. There's a lot that goes on with Peter Dietrich, as is apparent. For now, I am hungry and I am very thirsty. And as the party goes to gather food and drink and rest up from their battle, that is where we're going to call this episode of the Troubleshooters. Thank you to all of my players. It was great to have all of you here with me tonight. Vixen and Voodoo, who are off camera but still with us here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank Otter for coming in to us from across the United States from where he normally is. Thank you so much for having you here with us. And then, of course, a huge thanks to Q, who manned all the operations tonight. Thank you so much for manning all of that. I have been your DM, Heath, a.k.a. the Dire Bear GM. It has been my absolute pleasure. Don't forget, check out D&D Beyond. They are having the Fizzbands Horde of Dragons drops tomorrow. That means the digital goes live as well. They have new dice for it. Their little dragon egg dice are really cute if you go pick it up. Also, don't forget to check out Hardy Brew Dice or Hardy Dice Brew. Hardy Brew Dice. Tell me what it is.
Hardy Brew Dice.
Hardy Brew Dice on their Etsy shop, and go to Facebook and look up Timekeeper Dice, because they are fantastic. Both companies are great. Spread your love around. Show them some appreciation for what they do. They all work hard. Thank you again. Don't forget to join us on the Discord if you haven't already. Tomorrow night, Scion, Jason, the GM, is back with Scion as they play World at War.
Oh, for Cap for Tuesdays. I have been told to throw this into the announcements for Tuesdays. Make sure to come check it out because they are nearing the climax of their
very
campaign.
end. See, I know that they're getting near the end because Jason starts posting up what they're going to be playing next, taking a vote on it. As soon as I saw that, I like, oh, they must be nearing the end, which is about common for them. They usually run about a year. But they're voting on, and I know what they're voting on for the next game they're going to run, and all of the options are fantastic. So whatever they finally decide on, I know it's going to be great. Jason is an amazing GM, and you should check him out, definitely. He is so much fun. Plus, he has a really cool accent because he's from here, and he cannot help it. He is from Alabama, and you cannot miss it. It's wonderful to listen to him describe. He's a lot of fun to play with and to play as having him be your storyteller or game master. I've had the distinct pleasure of being both a player in his game as well as having him play side by side. We had a lot of fun playing. So check him out. That's tomorrow. And then on Wednesdays, we are back with Valscala Knights. Thursdays, we should be back with more Knights Ransom. I believe this Sunday is a special one-shot adventure for Varenheim. So make sure that you come back and watch them because that's going to be a lot of fun. I kind of know what's happening and I'm not going to spoil it. So check us out. Tell your friends and family that we love them and we want to see them here watching our shows and interacting with us. Until next Monday, don't forget we'll be doing a free a game giveaway next week. So don't miss it. We'll be announcing all of that stuff later this week and into next week. So don't forget we will be doing a game giveaway next Monday. So tune in. Until then, take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Good night.
Bye.
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire? Have you ever sought adventure and couldn't find it anywhere? Well, here's the answer to your call. We're gonna die a bear. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there. If you wanna be a hero or a demon in disguise, if you wanna steal a spaceship and sail across the endless skies, if you wanna live a story and you're down to have some fun, come on and join the Dire Bears. There's a game for everyone. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there.